I'm Genevieve Bargello.
And I'm Eileen Worth.
And this is CFB News. Yesterday, the Clatfartburg Renaissance Festival wrapped up, and it wasn't the type of Renaissance festival you'd think. Citizens from the town competed in hundreds of different competitions in a variety of skills to show who was the best Renaissance man, or woman, or other. To be eligible to place, contestants had to compete in multiple different categories across physical fitness, scholarly pursuits, art, sciences, and more. Coming home with the gold was the legendary Flippini, Clatfartburg's visiting traveling pizza maker, who competed in every one of the competitions in his own special way, with pizza. Eileen Worst there is now dealing with the cleanup efforts. Eileen?
Thank you, Genevieve. Yes, it was unique the way that Flippini used his pizza, for example, in the dog show competition, where he created a dog-shaped pizza, named it Gouda Boy, and dragged it around. And while the fanfare might have been hilarious, amusing, and a little bit embarrassing, we're now dealing with a pizza apocalypse, as they're calling it here. As you can see behind me, there's a crew of 50 people trying to clean up the pizza. He had a U-Haul truck he had filled up with all of the pizzas he'd made, estimated to be at least 72 pies and counting. If we zoom out, Eric, you will see I am standing in a half-inch of pepperoni. This is the pepperoni pool, where after each competition, he would discard the pizza as it wasn't edible, though he did try. I've heard from local judges saying that he did try to get them to still eat the pizza after doing such things as dragging it on the ground.
Yeah, and this kiddie pool he entered for the soup competition, correct?
Yes, indeed. So it's not sanitary, and we are now dealing with the invasive bird species. They have gotten a good taste for marinara as well as pizza crust, and there is feces everywhere. That's why I have an umbrella with me right now. It is a disaster zone. We're considering having to call in the CDC, so everyone just be sure to stay away from the area at least 100 feet. We recommend not hosting anything here for at least the next month is what I'm hearing. So everyone stay safe out there and make sure the pizza you're eating has not been previously used. This has been CFB News.
Who is that?
I'm a child.
Okay.
I'm a child.
From somewhere we don't know.
I'm a baby child. I only occasionally pee myself now. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm in the window where it's a little bit expected. And I want to go do something fun. I already put crayons on the walls. And I already tried to kill my brother because I don't understand that I can't put a pillow on his face, and that's a bad thing.
And you already tried to eat a penny alone in your room to see what would happen.
I almost had a near-death experience, and no one was there to experience it. To bear witness to what could have been the end of my life.
Hi, everyone.
A real anecdote from my life.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Clatfartburg. We decided on this episode topic literally minutes before pressing record because I had the flu and now I don't, but it fucked up our recording schedule. So now we're going on 2 days in a row of Clatfartburg. We're about to start. Woo! Big binge. I said, what about a children's play place? Because we haven't done many locations recently and children's play places are fun. Let's get into it. You know, I was homeschooled. This is a thing. In and out. I did a lot of different schooling, which means I've been to a lot of weird play places in the southeastern Pennsylvania area. And I will say, we've got quite a few around here. All right? It's quite a robust region for children's play places. There was a place called, I'm like, do I want to dox where I went to play as a child when I realized it's not actually that revealing, but it feels so vulnerable.
No, I understand.
You know?
I understand.
So there was the beep where you could that one, there was like all these different, there's a lot of videos of me dressing up in a lot of costumes and singing karaoke, but with no music. So just standing on a stage, just kind of singing songs. There was also, you had face paint that you could do. So I would paint my face with a bunch of random colors. I would dress up in a costume and I would walk on a pirate ship and I would hang out there. They also had a fake I spent a lot of time in this fake mail office putting letters in different slots. I loved that. There was also, you could play pretend checkout at a grocery store. I want to go back there right now as I'm talking about this. And then there was one where you could like make an invention with different parts. There was like a fake farm bit where you could like pretend to milk a cow.
Oh, we're gonna lose it on this episode.
Yeah, we're gonna lose it.
That just sparked so much within me.
And this isn't even the best ones in the region. There was this one fucked up one I went to that I've been thinking about a lot recently. Do you know when there's a location from your childhood where you're just like, I just need to know it was real?
Yes.
This one,
100%.
top floor puppets. Little puppet show. I remember. I mean, it was not very official, but it was like, it had a little puppet booth and a lot of puppets. So I hang out there. And then in the basement, it looked like a road and it had a bunch of those little toy cars that you pedal.
Oh my God.
So then you would have to like obey traffic laws and things like that. And there was a big slide outside. And I'm trying to crack the code on what this place was. Maybe I'll have to talk to my mom about it. But
yeah.
And then I did not go many times, but in Philadelphia, there's the Please Touch Museum, which is a giant one of these, which has like an Alice in Wonderland area, like a giant grocery store, all these different play areas and things like that. And that one I would like to go as an adult on an adults only night. I think it would just be fun for me.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun. Yeah.
But yeah, those are my info dump.
We got so much to play with. I'm Elaine.
I'm Felicia.
And this is Now Entering Clatfartburg, a world-building comedy podcast where we expand upon the fictional town of Clatfartburg and reveal our childhoods and make our youthful dreams come back to reality and fulfill our life wishes. And that's definitely going to be one of these episodes.
For sure.
I love the fantastical, and I feel like this is basically going to be us getting to do the museum 2.0.
Yeah,
that's how I'm feeling.
of.
But
This
like,
is a little
we get
museum.
to be bonkers. Like,
Museum, but
there has to be no grounding.
Illusion of education in this location. It's kind of whatever we want. And remember, this is the town that has a coffee shop named Gator Swamp Mansion that is just like a full Southern Gothic coffee shop. So really, we could do whatever we want. And also, the animatronic capital of the world. Don't forget.
Oh my God. I bet you get a little certificate once you're done going for like, if you've gone for like a completed 60 hours, you get a certificate, and people in those themed businesses have that framed. It's like, oh, that's a good place. Like Hunch for Lunch, they have the 60-hour certificate from their youth. You know?
Of childhood.
From their youth.
I was like,
I guess maybe there is an adult course. It's 80 hours.
I think they do. I think they host charity galas here a lot, I would say.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. And then you get to like hang out with your family, you know, like that's a nice thing, because a lot of that stuff, it's hoity-toity. You have to go find a babysitter.
Just want to say,
you don't.
I want to put in one vote for animatronic pirate.
Oh, I'm so there. We get to have so many themed rooms. Should we go ahead and start with the pirate? You want to start there?
Well, okay,
like,
do you want to talk about like the do
you want to start with the lobby?
The lobby, or do we want to start with the rooms?
Yeah, just list all the rooms, and then we can like go crazy from there if we want. I'm whatever. I'm your Shmee and your Hook. So you lead the way, man.
I just remembered, so at the beep, there was when you would walk in. I don't know why. I'm just so obsessed with, like, maybe someone out there will have been and be like, that sounds like the place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I love this.
There was, like, at the check-in desk, you would get a little wristband. Do we think this is a wristband or a hand stamp establishment?
I think a hand stamp, because I imagine some of the things that'll happen, it might be dangerous to have anything, even if it's paper gets snagged.
And they get wet, and it's like, it sucks.
They're so annoying. Also, like, it's like wearing a corset for your wrist. You're just like, get this fucking thing off me. So yeah, let's do a stamp.
Yeah, they had like all these little windows with like little animals in them, and it was like a fake house facade. It wasn't as good as what you're thinking, but it was still quite charming.
I enjoy
that. But do we want a fake house facade? Maybe this is all taking place in some guy's mansion.
A building?
Yes, building inside a building. The lore is this is some mystery woman's mansion.
Oh, I love this.
So it's all taking place inside her house. House of mystery, house of wonder, etc., etc., etc.
And then there's like a character who dresses up as the woman, and it'll like just pop up from time to time, you know? And maybe she went on a lot of adventures, and so the rooms...
Yes, she went on a lot of adventures. Elaine just like licked the air in excitement.
I need to know I've never reacted that way to anything in my life, so that was special.
Okay, I'm picturing old woman like curlers out, but like definitely sleeps in curlers, and I'm picturing her in like kind of a safari hat.
Ooh, yes.
Like she's like those like prototypical explorers, you know? But she's an old woman, and she's come to bring everything home to roost, you know?
Ooh, yes. Is she looking for an heir?
Ooh, maybe. That could be part of the lore.
Possible, yeah.
It's like you don't, because part of me was like, do we have a quest line? I'm like, no, I think this should be have the kids find the fun.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so,
I don't
too.
think there should be a goal.
Because then it's almost like even if it's fun, it's still like a homework, and you're like, let's let them have a full, like they can also make their own imagination here. We're not going to force a story. We'll have like the bare bones of it. We're going to have some stuff in there, but like you can insert more of like the kids are going to have their own imaginations. So it's like, here's the prompt. You can go crazy. And we can talk about how some of the kids react to the prompts, because I'm sure there's one part where the employees were like, oh, they're going to do this. And then the kids like make a union and they strike or something, you know?
So it's like, we gotta hit these different categories, I think. We need to hit fantastical, few things in there, maybe something minorly educational, and then we need the real life, because kids want to have a boring job.
Yeah,
that is childhood. Childhood is wanting the most boring job. I wanted to be a waitress as a child, okay?
I wanted to be an archaeologist.
Yeah, I don't know why mine was so boring. Well, it's because I would say my A plan is to be a waitress and my B plan is to be on Broadway, because I knew that made people laugh.
You had an A plan and a B plan.
Well, no, it's because I knew that was a really funny joke. To say my A plan is waitress, my B plan is Broadway.
I see now. Okay.
It's funny. It's a good bit. And I think I said it once, like kind of as a half joke, and it got a huge laugh. And I was like, oh, I'm going to say that forever.
Yeah. I mean,
that was a joke for the adults in the room. I was like, y'all are going to get a kick out of this.
You knew how to play to different audiences.
Yeah.
I found a fossil and I went, this could be my life's passion. I could do this all day. And then I watched Indiana Jones and I was like, I mean, he's not an archaeologist. Oh, yeah, he is. Just kidding. Sorry, I like totally took it back.
Fun fact, I've never not fallen asleep during Indiana Jones, and I want to keep it that way.
Blows my mind.
I know I've said this before on podcasts.
I would love there to be like an Indiana Jones-ish section where you're running away from like special effects room.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that. I did watch the first Lord of the Rings while I was sick, and I don't think I absorbed it all. I just really enjoyed Gandalf fucking hauling ass across the just going everywhere. And the weirdest part was I watched the VeggieTales Lord of the Beans so many times as a child.
Fucking love Lord of the Beans.
When things would happen in the movie, I'd be like, oh, they're about to laugh really weird. Why do I know that? Because I saw Lord of the Beans 30 times as a kid, and it was really odd that was the main way I knew this media.
There was another bean.
A fifth bean.
A fifth bean?
Good
Y'all,
shit,
if you haven't
guys.
seen it, highly recommend.
Highly recommend Lord of the Beans. It's really Christian, but if you ignore the Christian parts, it's just like a good Lord of the Rings parody.
Exactly. It's so good. So good.
Okay.
I got so excited I forgot what we were talking about. My mind is running 100 miles right now.
House facade. You enter in, maybe like in an area that kind of looks like outside, like you're in her yard. And there's like
that's cute.
maybe maybe her old car, like a vintage car that you can play in. Maybe she has a little barn.
And there's some little animatronics of like, maybe there's like a butterfly flying through, like just little back and forth. Like imagining like a Disney dark ride, the way that like, it's like
nothing
here's
crazy.
Like little nothing crazy. It's just like there's movement.
There's movement. And yeah, I think this is inside. So it's like these are more facades. This doesn't look really real, but it's fun, Yeah,
as a kid, you'd be like, this is great. Like that they would be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is such magnificence.
So we have that. Elegance. We have our character, and then we also have, kind of the facade of the house, and then it's where do you want to go? Where do you want your adventures to take you? What are all the rooms? And the part of the thing is her just like making these fun rooms, And also it's like if you ask why does this woman have a full pirate ship in her house, it doesn't matter. Like don't actually ask. It's just
don't
like
ask.
They needed to do it this way to get a grant, okay?
Yeah.
Like, this is a logistical, they had to do it this way. This woman is technically involved. Don't ask her the details. She's like, I don't know.
I mean, why not? This reminds me of the other podcast and Penelope who had the blimp.
Toothsome.
Yeah, yes, Toothsome, and had the blimp and the robot friend. And to me, this is giving kind of that energy of
a
like,
little bit.
Why not? Why not have a pirate ship in there? Why not have an indoor pool and like mermaids are in it or something? Like shit like that. Let's do it.
Also, learning that restaurant's food is actually quite bad has been quite a bummer. Like, I don't know why I thought it might be decent.
Well, because it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, you know.
So, bummer, man.
Yeah. Well, one day we'll not go.
Yeah.
One day we'll not go. One day we'll somehow be in the area to go and deliberately choose not to. I believe in this.
I feel like we might walk past it and then be like,
and go, wow. Okay.
interesting.
Okay, so we need to now figure out our different themes and our different rooms and different things we want. I'm picturing kind of a grand foyer with some staircases, you know?
Oh, I like this. Yes.
And there's some kind of maybe I think the foyer is pretty boring. And I think there's some decoration that kind of leads you to think, ooh, maybe that's the pirate area or that's the other area.
Okay, first off, before each entryway of the next room you go into, costume chest.
Yes.
I think we got to have costume chest. This town demands it. This place demands
it. A decontamination chamber, but you have to become pirate.
Because they're like, only pirates can enter this room, and you seem to be a civilian. Yeah. And they're like, Tortuga,
at least hold a little hook in your hand. Do that at the bare minimum. Even adults are like, you haven't put on an eye patch yet. You have to put an eye patch on to accompany your child inside this room.
Keep an eye on them, matey.
Yeah.
I want all the employees to be very enthusiastic and happy.
Good.
Just
Good.
across the
As
board.
they should
There
be.
could be like one annoying guy who sells the hot dogs, but like he's selling the hot dogs. That's okay.
Do we think they... So here's the thing. I feel like as a kid, I was obsessed with doing a job, but actually doing the job.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I just wanted to do a job so bad and be like, look, I'm doing the job. Nobody can take this away from me.
Oh no, it's so fun to be tactile. So it's like,
do we think this place gets accusations of child labor because they let kids actually just do a job?
Yeah, I think they've had some run-ins.
But that's all the kid wants. That's all they want to do. Then they're excited.
Like, I mean, and this, obviously blacksmith just comes to mind, but like, you know, it'd be so fun to do a fake blacksmith thing where you're like, oh my gosh, I put something, it's hot, and now I made a thing. That's so cool. Like, as an adult, that's a fun thing to do. Making sandwiches.
Yeah, I was like, what if they have a thing where you can learn how to put some pizzas together or something, and then they get fired in the oven, but those are actually served at the cafeteria, so is this illegal? But as a kid, I would think that's the coolest thing ever.
As a kid, I went to a lot of battlefields and reenactments, and I think one of the fun things was to see the fire cooking, and then you could like go and like try to make a soup or something, or like making the food that way. As a kid, I was like, this is so weird and crazy and a little boring, but now it's exciting again, and like, you know, so I feel like stuff like that, 100%. Maybe you like, there has to be like macaroni art of some sort, but it's like, you know, a secret chest, a little jewel box. They can look nasty and it's fine. You're like, it's so exciting.
Yeah. So I think a historical reenactment segment would be lovely because I do think there's something like that. And as a child, I did want that. Call me boring, but I did want that. I did want to do that. So maybe is the thing of she gathered these things all on her adventures, or somehow time is coming into one in this big house, and she's the one that manages it all.
What if she's what if the mansion's a little magical? And so she's able to kind of go to different realms and times.
Yeah.
And she's a collector of these items. And so sometimes she saved something, you know, like if she saved the mermaids from extinction. Or and mermaids is always weird because you're like, you're half human, so is this like enslavement? I don't know what's going on. So it doesn't have to be mermaids. I just you know, but I think there's things like that, and then that I think that, like, kids always love that idea of like, oh my gosh, it is possible for me to go to another dimension, and they're walking in the different rooms and they're doing it, so they get to be these like dimension travelers.
So here's the thing, maybe each one has to have a job, because as a kid I wanted nothing more than a job. Not to say I was boring, but like, what is job in pirate world? What is job?
Okay,
did options. They do pirate
Swap
mail?
The deck.
Pirate mail is so stupid. I love it. Like, it's like they're trying to do all the ones that kids are really into for some reason, and it's just like a normal fucking post office.
So pirate mail, does that look like you're just exploring different rooms within the ship itself too? Like you're on the ship and you're like, let's go like below deck and see all this stuff.
Different mail in different slots, and it's like Obra Dinn. You got to match up the numbers with the people.
Oh my god, there's definitely slides also within the ship. Like you can go to the different floors of the ship on slides.
Or maybe then the pirate mail gets to go into other parts of the building and deliver mail to the zoo, or all these other sorts of things.
It's a pirate mail ship.
Yes. So they're not stealing anything. They're just delivering packages and goods.
Well, maybe it's a front, but the front is they're secretly stealing candy to distribute it, you know. So you get there's a little bowl of candy.
And you get to give candy with people. And then, like, it's like a normal, like, male vest, but like a little pirate. Yeah! There's a little bit pirate with a pirate hat. I'm just obsessed with this.
Can all the letters be, like, sealed with wax and it's a little skull and bones, but sometimes it's, like, a little gold coin? And there's like, oh, can there be chocolate gold coins, too?
This actually makes sense because we have the mail-going experience at the museum. Because remember, at the Clatfartburg Museum, there's a weather simulator for delivering mail. So they were like, kids love pretending to deliver mail. Maybe this was just me. I was obsessed with pretending to deliver mail. This was like my favorite activity. I loved it at this place. I did it at my grandparents' house all the time. I had a mail bag that I'd walk around and give it to different rooms. And then in my house, I had a giant mailbox made out of different cartons, and they all were addressed to different stuffed animals I had. I was obsessed with the grids.
I wouldn't have cared about the grids. I would have loved to read the letters. So I think we should let the kids read the letters. And I think that there's like
I had no
20
interest
different
in
ones in rotation.
I just wanted to get things where they needed
and then
to
that's
go.
well, it's the perfect way. You can like some of the kids can just choose to never mail the letters, and they just turn it in at the
letters
end.
Too.
You can write the letters.
Oh my god! And you have to follow pirate maps to deliver the mail.
I think there should be 2 pirate ships.
There's 2 pirate ships.
And I think you can like shoot a fake cannon.
Yeah.
At the other one,
and
if you want to.
And one is the mail pirate ship where you go and deliver mail, and the other pirate ship is more pirate jobs, like swabbing the deck, looking at map, and maybe there's like a sand pit.
It's the East India Trading Company, actually. No,
I know we're not gonna do that. No, oh my god.
Oh my god, people go crazy over the steering wheels too. I just want to mention that really quick. A kid loves a steering wheel. Going fucking nuts.
I think also there's a sand pit where you can go and dig up treasure.
Yes.
Sand pit for digging up treasure. Is there anything else that's crucial in Pirate World to have? I think animatronic peacock. Not peacock, parrot. What the fuck am I talking about? But there is an animatronic peacock on the mailboat for some reason. They love that. Like, sure, whatever. They got it on discount. And I think there's an animatronic pirate talking about the mail in like a little vestibule before you enter the room. Like one of those like fortune telling machines kind of set up.
And then that's where you could have like, how did you get mail from Europe to America back in the day? Like you could have like, or like Spain to like, wherever else. Like that could be a fun little factoid, but then it's a bunch of ridiculousness. And then our old lady, maybe she received a letter. And that's how she ended up in this world, is because she responded to the letter.
Yes.
And then she was able to,
so
these ships were about to sink.
You can deliver letters to her. You can deliver letters to characters in other rooms,
Oh my gosh.
Very fun. I think there's like a character that's like a ship captain in this room.
Yeah, I like that.
And maybe like the postal service pirate. Penelope, the postal service pirate, who orders you around and tells you where to go. Take your mail.
Instead of a peg leg, it's a post leg.
So there's job boat and normal boat, which is the normal boat is the kids who don't want to deal with the shit, and the job boat is for kids who want a job. Me.
Yes, perfect. I was gonna say at 3:00, I think there should be a trained seagull show where they just bring out a seagull on someone's arm.
Yeah.
Now, can you train a seagull? They somehow did, and so there is confirmed one seagull at least in Clatfartburg, if not more.
Believe it or not. Okay.
Crazy.
How do we feel about do I want to say train room, but I feel like we legally have to. Did we have a train room in the museum already though?
Maybe I don't care.
I don't care either. Fuck it.
There's more than one kind of train. Dare I say.
I don't want to make the job Harvey Girl. Our idea of Harvey Girl, but
we're not going to do Harvey Girl. No, I think you have to be the people shoveling coal. Oh, shoveling coal would be so fun. Oh, fuck yeah. I think the train is hilariously big compared to what you are. Like, I think there's a lot of space on this train. It's not like a tiny hallway. Like, I think it's comically big. And then that way you're not like stressed as you're like bottlenecked as a kid.
Of shovel coal. I think in this room you can also be pretend telegraph operator. Love that as a kid.
Yeah.
That is obsessed with telegraph operator.
Ticket stub guy.
Ticket stub guy. Clicky the ticky.
Because there's animatronic passengers. Clicky the... Please continue that. Clicky the who? Clicky the...
I just said clicky the ticky.
Clicky the ticket. Clicky the ticky.
That feels like it might be offensive. I don't think it is, but
hey everybody, it's me, Clicky the Ticky. I'm looking for it. It's just Tom Hanks on Polar Express.
Terrible. But I think, well, no, because as a kid, I really wanted other people to punch my ticket. So like
Oh, yeah.
I did at a church vacation Bible school or a church preschool. We did play a game where we would go around with one of those things, except I was 3 years old and I couldn't do the puncher, so it would be like,
oh, that's right. This is how you enter the room. You get your ticket punched.
And a different kid can look like a conductor.
Yes.
You can get
your the costumes for this one, super silly. I think sometimes you can dress as a train. Why not? You're a kid. Who fucking cares? And then obviously like classic conductor, stripy hat. I think unfortunately, I do think kids can get their hands on some train whistles. So there's a lot of woohoo. I do think one of the jobs can be hitting the train whistle.
Hell
I think it's a big deal. There's a line.
Pretend to do the train.
Yeah. There's a steering wheel on the train. Yeah. Levers. Pulling levers is fun. Levers. Now and there can be multiple trains. Do we have a little bit of movement on the train? Is there a train that's on tracks moving to some extent? Do we make it look like we're moving?
My thought was no moving. Maybe window. My thought is maybe this room isn't one you spend like hours in, but maybe you spend like 30 minutes on, where you can say, I want to be the conductor or something like that. And everyone else gets to be a passenger and pretend to go. And maybe like in fiction, it's going to the World's Fair. So there's some signs about the World's Fair that no kid reads. You know what I mean?
Can the conductor be Choo Choo Charles?
Yes, it can be Choo Choo Charlie for us.
Okay.
So I love this. I think we don't need to do much more with that room. Like, I feel like
I think that feels
they
solid.
can make their dramas. Maybe there's a train platform and you can have fun there. You know what I mean? Too. What idea did you have?
Okay. So like the next room could be Cowboys, and you could be trying to like rob the train at some point too.
Oh yeah, so the Cowboy room can cross over with that.
Oh my god.
Because you know what job would be great? Saloon job. Where you make pints of water.
That'd be so fun. And then you could play like magnetic, like giant darts. Like no one's gonna get hurt, but it's like
something. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. A piano that plays by itself.
Yeah.
I loved shit like that.
And
where
this
like,
can also be the place for the boring kids who want to just pretend they are a chef.
Yeah.
With like rubber food. Yeah. This is also where you can do that fantasy. But you do have to have a cowboy hat on while you do it, which is great.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think that one like pretty right. I think you can like ride some mechanical horses. You know, I think that they might occasionally bring out some like, again, everything happens at 3:00. They bring out some serpents. It's off to the side if you're not a fan, but maybe like an armadillo or I don't know, whatever desert creature it's okay to like have to be able to show. A real life peacock. I don't know.
A tumbleweed, trained tumbleweed.
Trained tumbleweeds, yeah. Synchronized tumbleweeding.
Mm-hmm. You can try to lasso things.
Oh, that'd be so fun as a kid.
There's a little stage in the saloon because there needs to be one.
Yes. Yeah. And then
one.
I think this one also might have some line dancing shows. Like it's still like, you know, cowboy theme, but I could see like if we're going to have like a, oh my gosh, they come out and do their 15-minute thing, like Busch Gardens vibe.
Yeah.
I could see that happening here on weekends only.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Okay. Where do you want to go next?
Wow. Okay. So we do need more boring things. We need something for the kid who thrills in boredom, you know, in like the realism of being an adult, you know?
Yeah.
So we need something with that. We need also something with cars because kids love.
I was just about to say morning commute.
Morning commute to boring
morning
job.
Commute.
Morning commute
to your boring job. So morning commute can be the entryway into the boring job room if we want that.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe a fluorescent light office.
Yes.
And then maybe just something where you have to stamp stuff like, yep. I'm like
and here's the thing, as a kid, I would have loved this.
Notary.
You are the notary.
How about you're a notary? Essentially, I don't think they ever say that you can be whatever, but you're basically just stamping things and looking at papers and sorting them. Again, another sorting job.
A kind of fake computer with big keys that you can only do like 2 or 3 things on.
This is where your pirate letters, you're delivering them to different offices.
The numbers from Severance.
Yes! Which would be perfect. Except it's actually like a fun, silly game and the kids like it. No, that's actually perfect. I think there's a water cooler. You get I think the outfits here are comically big ties and button downs.
Yeah.
And I do
want to talk about the commute.
Glasses.
It is like a legit room where I think it's just like a fake place with intersections that you can take as long of a time as you want.
I was like, do we even let the cars move, or can you just hit a honk? And the cars don't move at all. Then you have to stand up and leave.
That you pedal around.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then they're all like parked on the walls and things like that. And you can pick different ones. They're all different. And then you just like go around this course. And some kids get stuck on boring commute and they never make it to boring job.
And that's okay.
But I would love a job where I got to stamp things. No, not a job. As a child, I would have liked this. As an adult, I don't want to just stamp things. I would like to do a little more. But
yeah, I mean, kids love like stamping. Like I would have loved stamping too. I would have had a blast with that as well.
And you could put stickers on things too. And they're on like laminated sheets, so then people can wipe them off. So it's very easy to kind of redo.
You could have an annual review.
Oh. And I would love to have fake currency that you can trade in for something that's not important. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, not enough that there's a whole economy, but as a kid, this would have excited me, to be honest.
Yeah. Like a bigger stamp.
Yeah.
Or like a turkey sandwich, but it's a fake turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, what are the things when you were a fake plant? You can design your own little office space.
Yeah.
Little boxes in each office. So you can be like, this is my cubicle.
I put a mug here.
And then, like, I think there's some actors around who are like, there's the grouchy person of the office. Like,
here we go. Here's what it is.
Silly.
By doing your boring job, you can get a token that you can use, or some like fake little money that you can use on a photo booth in the boring commute room.
Oh, that's fun.
And that's not crazy expensive, and it's not something insane, but it's something you get to take home, and that feels right.
Oh, that's cute.
Maybe even not in the boring commute room. Maybe somewhere else this photo booth is.
Maybe there's a couple. There could be a couple throughout.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's just like sometimes in between a room you have an opportunity because you're wearing different outfits. So you can have like, oh my gosh, this was our weekend we went and like we had a cowboy and, you know, all this stuff.
Beautiful. All right. That fulfills that requirement.
That feels good. I think we should be in a game, like a board game or something.
Oh, bitch. I'm so excited. I want to go. Get me there.
I think it's going to be one of those board games like Candyland where you have a path, not necessarily like you're playing checkers, though there could be little parts throughout. Like this could be a multi-board game thing too. It's like you go up the left stairs and you can play like human chess and then you go to the right or whatever. But like I think
when I make my move, you're free to check the kings.
Not me. Not Hermione.
Yo.
Anyway, and then you get to have everything be so cartoonish. Like, I feel like this is a really cool set in this room. You get to have kooky lighting. It feels very fantastical. I think the question is, do you get to dress up as different pawns? Like, is there just, like, the classic, like, pawn costume you can put on? You can be a thimble.
Oh, yeah, or you can dress up as different things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And some kids get really mad when the kid dresses up as a car from the Game of Life on the chessboard. They're like, get out of here. Does not belong in this room.
I'm trying to think of, like, do you pull different cards throughout the game? Do you roll? I think a die roll has to happen at some point. Maybe there's like a room where, like, pillow cartoon dice, and you can just, like, throw them. And it's just fun because you can, like, throw them around. And you're in the dome the way Sorry has.
Chutes and ladders, but it's actually like vertical. Not in a way that you'll get hurt, but it's done in a way where you can actually use the slide and things like that.
Yes.
So you kind of want to get out.
And then there could be something like mousetrap too, a mousetrap element. And they're like, oh no, the mousetrap. And it's like a very light plastic thing and they make sure no kids get like hurt or whatever. And then like there could be a mini game throughout. Like you could have is there a famous board game character that could kind of like, or a fake one that could be like the guide for people in this room? Like, I feel like it'd be fun to have.
Why did my brain think Mr. Mistopheles? That's not it. That's
whoa. I guess Mr. Monopoly, but someone of equivalence like that. Obviously, it can't exactly be Mr.
Moneybags. Yeah,
Mr. Moneybags loves to play his games.
I realized I forgot another play place that I can bring up now. There was a thing called Ballosity. Did you ever hear about this thing?
No, I did not.
This was like a giant vertical play place with all these little tiny foam balls that you could put into these fake little like shooters of them.
Oh my
and
God.
It was like turned into a big bag. It was fun. I was a big
That
fan.
sounds so fun.
I realized we don't really have like a vertical like play place that's like kind of obstacle coursey. I was obsessed with being in a competitive obstacle course as a kid. I don't know if this was something that it was just a me thing, but I needed everything to be a competition where I was every competitor.
Maybe it's like one of those things where it's called like
being an only child.
It's like Banana Bob's like fruit chase race or something, and like, you know, one of those things where it's like the cart's gone down the hill, you got to go catch it or whatever, or it's some like I think a chase element in the obstacle course would be really fun because you can have sound effects and like,
and then there's an area that is just normal playtime, but
yeah,
maybe a jungle themed play space for those. I think that's good.
So we can have an obstacle course in there. I love a jungle like themed like crawling space, like where you could start doing the crazy like, you know, those like netted inside crawly things you're going through tunnel. I think that would be a perfect place for this as well. There can be little monkeys. And then for the boring
job requirement, I'm gonna say zookeeper or something like that, or animal behaviors, and you have to go and put fake pellets into little stumps for different animatronics to eat.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun.
But you have to like traverse into their habitat. So then there's like a little cave you go into and put it in there. Ah! I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I want to be there.
That would actually be so God, and guess what?
What?
There's a little cave that you can walk under. It's one of those little tunnels in the play place, and it's a little cave. They always do it, and they always love it.
I just like forgot 3 suggestions I was about to give. And I was like, and then this, and then this, and I'm like, you forgot it already. You had a whole nother room you were about to pitch, and it's gone.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's gone. I got it.
It'll come back. And if not, 50 others shall replace it.
That's true. Oh, that was what I was going to say. So there was a thing I did once at a arcade that was kind of like a play place plus arcade. And they had a room that was avoid the lasers. And I had never had more fun. And I think there just needs to be an avoid the lasers room, a heist room. And that could just be out of the box. That exists in our real world, and that's something you can go do as a person. I just want everyone to know that because it was the most fun I'd had as a kid.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I would say, like, one of those top 5 most fun moments. I was obsessed.
I mean, yeah. I think that's perfect because I was at some point going to throw out a thieves guild that you can or cannot join at some point. So if you're part of the Thieves Guild, I bet you have a lot of fun when you enter this room.
Oh, yeah.
And I think different characters throughout, like the human characters, know you're part of the Thieves Guild, and they might give you like side quests or be like, oh, don't steal my magic key or so, you know, stuff like that. I love a heist room. Obviously, you get to wear like all black spy gear. I think you have night vision glasses. Yeah. I think now I think like this is one of those rooms where the old woman might actually show up there and she's still wearing her safari hat, but she is wearing the rest of her like
spies
outfit. And then I think like they get somebody who was a gymnast and who does like some impressive backflip, like one backflip, and all the kids are like, wow, and like goes through the lasers that way. And it's like, I'll be back, children. I have to go save the vase of Nefertiti. Like,
sure, man. Yeah.
Like, the vase?
The what? Okay.
Okay, sure.
Do we want like an artist room, like painting or pottery?
Oh, yeah. It could be like the
that?
Water painting where like when you paint it, it's washed. So it's like you can't get too messy. You all have aprons.
Yes. There's a big wall that you can do with the water painting.
Oh my gosh. And then it's perfect because when that dries, it can also like easily fade away. Like you can clean that up so easily so kids can constantly like, you know, be doing this. I think there's a photographer that can get cute little photos of you next to your painting.
Aww.
I think now what could be the boring part of this?
Kids start tipping him with their money from boring job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there should be a caricature guy in there. Yeah. That would make sense. Yeah, get someone doing caricatures. I've never wanted
to do one of those because I'm scared it'll give me something new to be insecure about.
No, same. And I also am like, everyone's staring at me while I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. And they're watching him draw. Yeah, I don't need to see. My head's already big. I don't need to see it comically bigger.
I don't need to see that. I don't need to see how small and close together they make my eyes. I don't need to.
No, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And then again, like you said, you'd be like, oh, I never know. Why'd you emphasize that part?
Yeah.
What's it doing that stood out to you?
I don't need the forehead to be that big. I know, but you don't need
And maybe the kids provide artistic critiques sometimes.
Here's my insecurities. Don't do this. Please.
I think there should be allowed, like, it's messier, but I think finger painting should definitely be allowed. I feel like clay, you can make your own little, like, clay stuff. It's not the kind that has to, like, it just can air dry or something. You can pick it up later. I'm trying to think of other art, but I think it could be, like, mostly a painting room. I think, like, kids like the tactile stuff of it, you know?
Yeah, maybe they have a thing about animation, like coloring in animation cells.
Oh,
and that's the job part.
Yeah.
So maybe they get, like, a room
and then they get laid off.
Hey, look at this. They have a room of 60 kids, right?
Yeah.
And then they all get a frame. And then that'll make a 2-second animation.
Oh,
and they
my
all
God.
color them in, and it looks horrible. But it shows them how all that work comes together, and I actually think that's a really sweet idea.
Is this what Arthur Remington volunteers on his weekends to go do? Is he, like, runs this? Oh. I don't know why I was like, I think this is where he meets the love of his life.
Good for him.
It's the old lady.
It's the old woman, yeah.
Or the pirate, Penelope the pirate.
Yeah. I thought the pirate, too.
I like the pirate. Okay. I have, like...
I just want to be there.
I truly feel so happy, and I feel like all my mental health has been, like, dissolved.
Perfect.
Well,
it's dissolved good.
Yeah, I guess actually
all my mental health has been dissolved. It's
I guess
really
I
ominous.
Maybe all my mental illness has. Yeah. I think we need a space room. That's a classic,
okay.
and I think it should be like
space
a trampoline situation.
Space station. And then the outside, it's landed on the moon, and the moon is a trampoline. Yes.
And I think you get to eat the weird space food if you want to.
It sounds like we're on coke, man.
Such a dream. This is such a dream. One day,
we're just having so much fun and so much whimsy.
We're having so much whimsy, and if we were business people, the world would be a different place.
If we were billionaires, I don't want to say billionaires, multimillionaires.
Yes.
Many multimillionaires, we would be building these things like Carnegie libraries.
100%. We would be doing the things that rich people should be doing.
Exactly.
Making nice shit for the world, you know?
Making public access themed entertainment.
Yes.
Patron of the arts. Okay, space. I think on the space station, you can do some boring jobs. Like, okay, I remember being really mad in elementary school because our school was just not very well together. And they kept making this big thing of, we're going to do an experiment soon. And the experiment was just putting on a big glove and picking up a nut to be like, that's what it's like to be in space.
That's so annoying. What the fuck?
I was so mad.
Okay, we'll have like a cool actual experiment. Like,
but
just
I
one
do
of those
think you
things where
can
it's like,
put on big gloves and pick up nuts
and just pick up
because I actually think it would be fun if that wasn't the only
that would be
thing.
fun.
You know?
Yeah, I think hitting buttons is fun. You hit a button, it lights up and it goes doo-doo-doo-doo. And then like there's like throughout they're like, okay, launch off. I think there's a launch off. The way that you can in a museum go off to the side to watch a little movie. I think there's the launch room. So you can kind of sit and it'll like angle up just slightly. The way you can incline a trampoline,
was a ride,
you know?
at this place called Dorney Park, which was a Pennsylvania theme park. And this ride is gone, but it was my favorite ride at the park. It was like a 70s space simulator. And you just sat in a little spaceship that rocked all around and you watched a little video. I loved it so much. It's something like that. And also, I think steering wheel. Gotta be a steering wheel. These kids can't cope without a steering wheel. They put a steering wheel in every room. They put a steering wheel in every single room.
Every single room has a steering wheel.
Every job has a steering wheel.
The steering wheel in the saloon actually made the beer go round and round. That's how you got the water out.
Yeah, it's a water.
The water was just it's a water wheel.
Oh no, what occurred?
I just have an idea for another room, but we can stick with space. I think lots of little buttons, levers, wheels. I think the trampoline is just a fun. I think you're just jumping.
Yeah.
I think the old lady is there sometimes, and they put her on cables, and they're like, "Oh, I'm in space."
This old woman is really moving around.
I think they have like 10 people playing the old woman, and each like it's just like people in their 20s wearing a wig.
Absolutely.
And then like an actual like older woman in the lobby, I think is where you get the legit one. Mm-hmm. And everyone else is just an actor.
All right, what was your other room?
You're small and everything's big.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
You come back to Earth and everything's so big.
The space made you teeny. I love this. Are we befriending bugs? Are we...
Yeah, I think we
this
start
actually
off
makes
with
sense. I
like...
was a huge fan of the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience play place at Disney's Hollywood Studios as a child. Where you could slide down a like open can and there were giant ants everywhere.
Yes.
Something like that.
I think there should be some bugs. I don't want it to be too creepy because I hated bugs, but I think they need to be really cute. So they're really cute. We're not like animatronically correct. It's just like cute little things. I think you can like slide down a blade of grass, and then I think it moves into you're in a room, like a living room, and the furniture is comically big, but you could still like climb up onto it.
Fun.
So it doesn't fully make sense, but you could climb up onto a giant couch. Like the TV remote is like this thing. Like I think it's one of those rooms you can kind of crawl around. And I think that one of the things you could be a dust bunny and you have to collect all your dust bunnies, maybe, or something like that. That could be like a herding job.
Collecting too, like collecting buttons or something.
Oh, collecting buttons would be fun. Yeah. I like this. And then I think at one point you pretend to not get stepped on. Like I think you just see this
terrify me. But sure.
I think it doesn't ever actually come down. It's just like whatever. I think there should be like a comically like. Big you just see legs up of a person and like they're snoring or something. And then I think you go through the kitchen and I think there's like a big block of cheese you're walking through and you like can slide down a teacup and like,
hell yeah.
And you know, all that kind of fun stuff. So I think you just kind of walk through the yard and the inside of the house.
Love it.
And it might be oh, it's the mansion. They're inside the mansion. So the mansion's just comically big.
For a certain part. Yeah, I love it.
And the old lady's like giant. They just have her like giant legs. It's her legs that are on the fancy couch that you see. Perfect.
Okay. Well, we've done that. Do we want to think, is the cafeteria just like so fucking normal? Is it just like, because there needs to
like,
be a
we need to
room
have
of
something
reprieve for adults.
Yeah, you can't like over sensory these kids. I think there might be like a fun colored like chair here and there, but I'm imagining like IKEA dinner area.
Very
like the
standard.
IKEA dining area.
The amount of mac and cheese this place goes through is crazy.
My
just for the
God.
record. You don't want to know their mac and cheese stats. They're ordering it by the what's the right amount? Mega gallon.
Yeah.
By the mega gallon. Mac and cheese by the acre.
Well, and this is it's enough space that they could like put tablecloths on some of the tables, and when they do the gala, you can like easily transform the space to kind of be like, you know, a fun place. But nice light fixtures. We need to talk about bathrooms in this place.
Yes.
We do. Okay, first off, kid toilets, hilarious.
Oh my God.
Absolutely
I was
hilarious.
obsessed as a kid when I was like, it's a small toilet for me. Or when they would have a little step. I loved when they had a low sink. I was obsessed with the low sink.
Yeah.
It was so exciting. You know, I was like,
yeah,
it's for me. I was considered. I love that. So there's that. Maybe there's some designs on the mirrors that, like, if you stand in the right place, it'll make it look like you have whiskers or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Fun stuff. Maybe
Cute.
all of them are, like, the different rooms. So it's, like, pirate, cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Space helmet, etc., etc.
Good. Okay. Good.
And I think a good quality hand dryer, for the record.
Yes.
I think the ones that you put your hands down...
Oh my gosh, those are like a germ fest though. They like bounce all the germs back on you. Yeah, but they are fucking fun though. And also they're kids, so it's going to be a nightmare anyway. So I say, let them go ahead and do it. Who cares?
Who cares?
It's air gloves, you know?
Yeah.
They're going to go eat dirt later.
Exactly. Do we think there's anything outside? Like, is there anything outside, or is this a strictly indoor experience?
Maybe seasonally.
Seasonally, maybe there's
I could seasonally see, like, I could see, like, there being, like, a winter wonderland sometimes.
Yeah.
I could see them doing a Halloween thing, maybe.
Right.
I could see them doing Easter. I don't know why. I feel like this place would go nuts for, like, bunnies and eggs.
Yeah, bunnies and eggs. I think they could do
It's not Easter, it's just the bunnies and eggs section.
I think they could do a really good egg hunt, I would say.
Yes. Yeah. They'd have a lot of fun.
Pretty life-changing if it was in every room.
My... Where's the pirate egg? I know we're nearing the end. I do just want to throw out, I feel like there should be some kind of aquatic Atlantis-ish, something like that. I think that covers all the bases. Yeah. Like little indoor splash park, but you don't have to it's like enough to spray you, but you don't have to be in a swimsuit. It's not that intense.
I did like a splash part where they gave you raincoats for it. And I think that's a good solution.
That's the perfect
indoor
amount.
Splash coat with raincoat. And I think there's things where you can like get the water to go like, when you have to like design a river in sand at a museum. I think there's one of those.
I think you could be a window washer. That could be the boring job in this room. That'd be really fun. Oh my gosh, when you go to an aquarium and they have like the little tanks where you can go ahead and touch like a starfish and stuff, like I think they should have one of those. I fucking love that shit.
And the starfish like it and it's good for them.
Yes, whatever animal it's supposed to be that's healthy and it's fine. It's like
idea.
A rock. I don't even know. It could just be rocks. Mermaids are not a mermaid because the kids do enjoy a mermaid.
Yeah. I don't know
maybe
if
they
I'd
hire
want
a mermaid
swimming in a tank.
Yeah, maybe they're just kind of sitting, hanging out.
Yeah.
Little hanging out mermaid.
Mermaid.
There, I think lots of like paper mache fish kind of, hanging from the ceiling or something.
Love it.
And then, you just got like little like reefs and stuff that are spurting out water and like there's a whale.
Yeah.
There's a whale. Crispy.
Crispy's gotta be here.
Crispy's has to be in here. What if they actually have a bass that they have named Crispy?
I love that.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah.
There's just a little happy bass. He's living his best life, and his name's Crispy.
Beautiful.
They're like, oh my god, it's Crispy.
That's what Crispy would be like if he's a real fish. I just remembered the most demented thing, and I feel like I've talked about this in a podcast before. There was a science museum I went to that just had a maze in the dark that you had to crawl through. And I only wanted to go in when the lights were on. And I can't believe that was real.
Can that be part of the heist room? Can we just like throw that in there? Because I think that is
it was
horrifying.
Like weird carpeted. But it was like
if you have
small.
if you have light up shoes as a kid, you lead the pack.
That was the way to do it.
Get your light up shoes going. Yeah. That's fucking great.
Sorry, I keep thinking that's fake, but I know it's real. Maze.
Were you supposed to be like rats? Like what was the point of
playing with light? Sorry, I just need to know. I found it. 72-foot maze.
Yes.
Another great display in the space was tunnel vision. This 72-foot long maze allows kids and adults to crawl through in complete darkness. They can also turn the lights on for those that would rather experience it this way. This spot was definitely a hit with the kids because it enjoyed this unique experience. It's real. It's real. I can't find a photo, but it's real.
Oh my gosh. Okay, my question is, we can still make rooms. Do we need a name for this place?
Mostly just to name the episode, I think so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, and we could just do like the old woman's names, like mansion or like many rooms of mystique or something like that.
Mansion of Mysteries.
Mansion of Mysteries. Maybe it's like, should the woman's name start with an M?
Yeah. My first thought was Merlinda.
I'm in.
Merlinda.
I am headfirst fearless in.
Merlinda's Mansion of Mysteries. Do we want a last name? I feel like we might want a last name.
Marlinda Magpie.
I want one syllable weirdly.
Merlinda May.
Merlinda May's Mansion of Mysteries. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Actually.
I don't hate it.
Merlinda May's.
Merlinda Wog.
Merlinda
Faye.
Merlinda
Quinn. Merlinda
Chump.
Felicia, why do you say this? Because now it's going to be Merlinda Chump.
Chump's Mansion of Mysteries.
Merlinda Chumps.
Merlinda Chump's Mansion of Mysteries. I don't know if I like Chump. It's it's the right feeling.
Crump?
Merlinda Crump's Mansion of Mysteries. I don't know about Crump either. Merlinda.
Yeah.
No.
Wump. I kind of like I see where you're going. Like I kind of like the
U.
The U.
I mean, there's Merlinda Funk's Mansion of Mysteries. But I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. That makes me think more like
Merlinda
edgy adult. Font?
Merlinda Font. No.
Merlinda.
Merlinda
Do we need to look up
Twonk.
the old word names thing?
No.
What did you just say?
Merlinda
Did you just say twonk?
Twonk.
Twonk. Merlinda Twonks.
And I didn't know what that meant.
Merlinda, we're gonna get this. This is important.
Yeah.
Merlinda Quam.
I'm gonna get 10 5-letter words.
Perfect.
No.
Okay.
No, these aren't doing it. Merlinda Vesta. No. Melinda Stas.
Merlinda Stoss.
Merlinda Curie. No, that makes her sound like she's related to Mary Curie.
Yeah.
Merlinda Joist. Merlinda Scree. Merlinda Scree's Mansion of Mysteries.
Oh, I can't do scree. That's scary.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about like adventurous terms? Like
Merlinda Tilda.
Merlinda Tilda. Oh my gosh.
Retro is not a weird word. Merlinda Rosin.
That's not bad.
Merlinda Rosin's Mansion of Mysteries. It's not bad.
That's not bad. It's because it gives that like old timey elegance of like she's a mansion owner.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's a violin room. Maybe she plays the violin. And that's
Oh, I
why
love
she's
that.
called
There's a
Merlinda
music room.
Rosin.
There's a music room.
Music room with lots of little
Music room,
instruments.
music room,
Perfect, and we
music
made it
room,
all
da, da,
make
da.
sense.
Nice.
So Merlinda Rosin's, and if we end up calling her Merlinda Chump in the future, that's fine.
Yeah, let it happen.
But we're gonna say it's Merlinda Rosin.
Maybe she got married at one point. You know.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine.
And we'll see what the episode ends up being titled.
Yay!
Well, thank you everyone for listening to this episode. We just had so much fun and we want to be there so bad. So if you all want to go and make us very, very rich so we can deliver this to the people, that would be great. And we donate all the other money to charity, but this would need to happen.
Yes.
It'd be a non-profit.
100%. You can trust us.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to this episode. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, you can email us at clatfartburg@gmail.com or message us at Clatfartburg on Instagram. We've also been active a bit on Tumblr, so there's some fun exclusive posts on there. And if you want more content, we have our Buy Me a Coffee, which is at clatfartburg.com. We just put out a Twilight commentary track, which was my first time watching Twilight and definitely not Elaine's first. And I kind of lost my mind watching it. I was in a weird headspace, but I had a lot of fun. And the impression that started as relatively grounded of Edward became something entirely different.
So
I was
scary.
doing a full character.
So scary.
And I was having a lot of fun. And we're actually considering doing at least some more of the Twilight series. We'll probably be continuing on. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go to clatfartburg.com or get it a la carte. So,
Bon.
well, with that all being said, I hope you can enjoy delight your inner child. Oh, I hated that. I hated it.
Thank you for visiting this little place. And hey, make sure to deliver those letters. And there wasn't an overarching houses.
Woo!
Hey, sometimes a boring job is actually the most exciting thing in the world.
That's so true.
It
Can be
that
fun
hurt
if
to
you
say.
find the fun. This episode
The
made me
fun's
reflect
within
on
you.
how the things that excited me were deeply boring as a child. I was like, wow, I just really like putting mail at doors. Not even reading the mail, just putting the mail at the doors. Loved that. All right.
Merlinda. Chomp, 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 chomp. Rosin, Rosin, chomp, chomp, chomp. Bye.
Merlinda Chump Rosin.
Merlinda
Chump Rosin. Okay, it has to be Merlinda
There we
Chump
go.
Rosin. It has
There
to
we
be.
go.
Chump is the middle name. It needed it.
Perfect.
Now I feel okay. I can sleep at night. All right. Bye.
Nice. Good. Bye.